Hello, my name is Matthew Jacob Lewis, and this is my interview project. Well, that's an easy one. Like I said already, my name is Matthew Jacob Lewis. However, I go by Jake because Matthew's my father's name. Currently, I'm a freshman at Temple University, as well as an undeclared major. I'm not really too sure what I want to do yet, but I'm figuring it out. Before college, I grew up in a small town called Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. It's about 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia. I lived in a decent-sized home with my mother and my 3 siblings. I'm the oldest of the bunch. Being the oldest is quite a bittersweet experience. It's bitter because when you're the oldest, you're kind of the tester child for the rest of your siblings. Your parents like to implement punishments and other things on you first, and they don't implement them to your other kids. But being the oldest allowed me to take on a leadership role at a young age, which was nice. In high school, I was a good student, A's and B's. I was also a varsity lacrosse player from my sophomore to senior year. I played midfield. I also played basketball from the time I was 5 until I was a senior in high school. In high school, I also took a bunch of AP and business classes as well. Sports media marketing and entrepreneurship, just to name a few. Some of my interests are I like to hang out with friends, go to the gym, go outside, fish. I also like reading, listening to music, and looking at the Wall Street Journal from time to time in order to expand my business vocabulary. If I had to go deeper into talking about myself, I would say that I'm a hard worker and I can be placed into any leadership situation. Also, I've got great people skills, I'm friendly, and I'm a great team member to any team that you put me on. Thank you. Well, if I had to name just one of the significant accomplishments in my life, I would have to go with the time I graduated from my business and government camp that I attended in Easton, PA. It was a camp where myself and the other high school students in the area followed the mayor of Easton around in order to see how the city was run. It was quite a cool experience. Every day we'd show up to City Hall around 9 a.m. and stay there until 4 p.m. This gave me the idea of what a typical work schedule would be like. Every day was something new. One day we'd go to the water treatment plant, another day we'd take a tour of the city, another day we'd learn about how the city was run and what kind of visions and strategies the mayor had in order to make the city better. It was cool to see how the city was kind of like a business for the people at City Hall. However, one day the mayor comes in and says, "All right, team, you guys are going to have to do a presentation in front of the city council on Friday." Immediately, I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know we had to do a presentation. So I went home that day and I Googled some things that other cities were doing in order to make their cities better. And I came across the topic of banning plastic bags. Now, my junior year I had taken an AP environmental class, so I pretty much had an idea about how bad plastic bags were for the environment. This was my thing. So what I did was, I researched the plastic bag topic a little bit more, found out numbers, statistics, harms, and more dangers that plastic bags had in cities as to why they were banning them. I got my things together, had props, made slides, and prepared myself for Friday. Then Friday rolls around. I walk into the city hall, panicking. I was so nervous, butterflies in my stomach. I get up to the podium, present in front of the city council, show them all my slides, show them all my statistics, and I was nervous the whole time. Turns out that they loved it. They were so happy with my presentation, they took my picture, put it in the newspaper, and then I got my certificate of graduation. The reason why this is one of the most significant accomplishments in my life is because I had never felt more appreciated for the work that I had put in. All week I had put in this hard work in order to get to make this presentation something. And then the recognition that I got was amazing. This made it one of the more significant accomplishments that I've had in my entire life. Thank you. Well, I've learned a lot of things in this class, but I feel like the most important thing that I've taken away from leadership and organizational management is how to be a better team leader. Well, maybe not a team leader, but definitely how to be a better team member. When I first got assigned to my Team 22, when we started doing the artist project a couple weeks ago, I was nervous that my team wouldn't get along because I didn't know anybody in the group. I was worried everybody would be quiet, no one would want to participate, everybody would just kind of want to do their own thing, like most of my high school team projects would go, how most of my team projects would go. everybody would just kind of stay in their own lane and do their own thing, not communicate with each other. So I was afraid that this was going to be the same way. However, I couldn't have been more wrong. As soon as we got together, everybody took the time to get each other's numbers and form a group chat in order to make sure that we all communicated well. I found out that this was the key in order to make our group successful: communication. We would meet up regularly and talk on a regular basis in order to figure out how to make our project the best. This had not been done before in any high school project that I had been a part of. I had learned that communication is key to make any team successful, whether it be this project that we were doing or a basketball team in the NBA. Before, I hadn't really figured this out yet. Since we communicated every day, we were able to figure out each other's likes, dislikes, and inevitably become friends with each other by the end of the project. We still talk today. Because of this, and being able to talk every day, figuring out each other's likes and dislikes, going through the storming, norming, and forming process, and being able to rate each other on the development app, we were all able to become closer as a team and work together to make our project the best it could be. So, the one thing that I think I'll carry with me throughout the rest of my life from this class is knowing that communication is key in whatever team I'm put in, whether it be something for work, basketball team, company softball team. I learned that you need to communicate with each other. You don't need to be friends with each other by any means. However, that would make things better. But it's good to at least know how to talk to people that are around you and inevitably make the outcome that you guys are all working for the best it could be by talking to each other and by figuring out how to make each other work to everybody's own goals and own strengths. Thank you.